Hello everyone, this is Leimomi Keliikuli, Intuitive Soul Alignment Coach here. And I want to share with you some new insights and some new ways of getting into the complete soul alignment. So, as you know, my goal is to always help my clients and my audience to figure out what is the best, most fastest, and specific route to get to where you want to go. And one of the things that I have been kind of coming across of all my clients and everybody who has been watching me over time is that I noticed that many people are very frustrated in getting to where they want to go in a more rapid pace, right? And one of the biggest reasons of why people are not getting to the right direction that they want to is because they're actually going down a wrong path. And this is one of the biggest things that actually sabotages you in your life and your business. And so if you're not very clear about what to focus on, this is also a very deep soul alignment issue that you may not even be aware of. So first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Leimomi Keliikuli, and my goal is helping people to manifest whatever they desire, utilizing their soul alignment blueprints, and activating their superpower so that they can go towards their bigger dreams, their bigger goals of bringing their original work into the world. So simply said, I actually help people find their own unique roadmap to success in rapid time. So this is a perfect topic to talk about this because if you don't know the exact path that you need to go on, you really are missing a very big missing piece probably in your life and your business, and this is why it's frustrating. It's hard to focus even though that you're really good at marketing and messaging and you're getting sales, but you're not going at the rate that you want to. This is actually a very deep soul alignment problem. So here is the 3 steps to complete soul alignment and why you may be frustrated that things aren't moving fast enough even when you are doing everything you think is possible, right, to get your original work out into the world, and I want you to really figure out what is the thing that you're really missing, looking at what I'm going to share with you guys today. Hi Krista, hi Lenore, hi Margie, Jessica, Mary, hi Carolyn. So if you have just jumped on in, I'm going to talk about the 3 steps to complete soul alignment. And this is something that is not out there because this is actually through my experience and through doing a lot of experimentation and target market research on my ideal clients. And so everything that I share with you when you're listening to my LeimomiTV is all based upon research and field work at the same time. Hi Debbie. So one thing that I've noticed by talking to so many people is that we don't really know what our superpower is. And this is so key. Most people go on with their whole entire life aligning to the wrong gift, aligning to the wrong energy of their soul. And they're specifically, what I have found, they're specifically are aligning to their life challenges, which is the other parts of their gifts or their skills or outcomes that they give to other people instead of their superpower. And so when I actually did some market research, I did like one-on-one calls, like hours and hours of calls with some people who are struggling with these kind of things, that the topic that I'm talking about today. And one thing that I noticed was that like every one of them were aligning to their life challenge. Not one of them were even aware of what their superpower was. And the reason is because people have a belief or an illusion of what they think that they need to be, meaning like how they need to show up in the world. And they're usually aligning to their life challenges, which is the wrong superpower. So for example, we have 8 kinds of gifts, 8 kinds of specific energy of what our soul is, right? We're really like a rainbow matrix of all of them. But the thing that we are most like successful and abundant at is there's one specific one, and I call that your soul factor. It's your one particular energy of who you are at soul level. This doesn't change. This is lifetime after lifetime. This is what source, God, creation made you. And so when you come into this world, you have complete non-awareness of it. We have like forgotten who we are, right? So what we have to do in this lifetime is to actually go towards the specific path and our specific soul purpose and our specific soul superpower. And when you start to first activate your superpower, you're going to have a lot of trouble because you're going to be going in and out of your life challenges. And this never ends. Even to this day, I suck at being in my love gift. Even though I know I'm really, really good at mastering it, I still struggle with it. It's something that never ends. It's something that for the rest of your life, you're going to struggle with aligning to the wrong gift, the wrong energy of your soul. And what I have found is there are particular energies that you specifically align to because it is the outcome and the skills that you give to other people. And so because we are human, we want validation. We want people to acknowledge us, right? For our skills, for our methods, for our unique way that we express ourselves and all of that, right? And what I have found is our superpower is so easy. We actually look at it as if it's like not important. And we want to work harder. We want to challenge ourselves, right? So this is why we align to our life challenges. We align to it because we have some kind of belief or an illusion that that is what people want from us. But the more you align to your life challenges, the more chaos happens in your relationships and money. And that is what pulls you away from your superpower. So you're going to be in this continuous wishy-washy type of effect where you go into your what I call your life challenges and into your superpower at the same time. And what you will notice is you have to know what the symptoms are. You have to know the contrast in order to know who you are at soul level, right? So the first step in complete soul alignment is you have to be able to master the ability to know how to stay in your superpower. So if you're, got your notebook out, please write this down. It is so important for you to master your soul's gift, to master your ability to choose and make choices that are aligned to your soul. And that is what your superpower is about. It's the most easiest way and that you can bring in unlimited wealth and abundance. And so think of the times when you had an idea and like you launched it and you had an amazing launch, you made lots of money, you got really a lot of opportunities, you attracted the right partners, you attracted soulmate clients. That specific time when you had that, you're most likely aligned to your superpower, but you didn't even know what the heck you did. So imagine if you knew what you are at soul level, you knew what to align to every day. And I have to tell you that even though you take daily soul align action to your superpower, it still requires you to be able to see the bigger goal, how to make money off of it, right? And how to take action towards that specific aligned path, okay? So what you need, the first step is your superpower. And this is why you need your soul alignment blueprints and exactly what your soul is at soul level, which is your superpower, okay? This is something I made up, okay? These terms I made up myself because this is from the problems that I was seeing that people were having. And so I created a whole system of method to give you all the tools on the roadmap to the direct path that is the fastest, that's less frustrating to everything of bringing out your original work into the world, okay? So that's the first step, is you have to be able to see what your life challenges is and what your superpower is. So once you master your ability to stay in your superpower, then you next need to align to your soul purpose. Your soul purpose is actually when you utilize your higher psychic gifts. Everybody has abilities, higher psychic abilities. We just haven't tapped into it because we haven't used it in our everyday life, right? So when you align to your soul purpose, there's actually a specific archetype. A specific archetype meaning like like, I don't know if you ever watched or heard of Joseph Campbell, who talks about the different archetypes of like diva, healer, even the word witch, right? Like all these words, these specific archetypes, everybody know what they are. They actually know what they are. It's just that they never really like knew why it's there. It's just like an internal programming. So all of this, there's a specific archetype that your soul needs to align to, and I call that your soul purpose. It is where you bring out your start to bring out your original work through utilizing your higher gifts, okay? Your higher abilities. So some people have the ability to read people's gifts, have the ability to organize and strategize, high-level strategy. Some people are, and they're actually using their psychic gifts, but they don't call it that, right? You may have even the ability to create amazing paintings and portraits and like, you know, create a lot of creativity, right? Those are using your higher psychic gifts, and I call that your soul purpose. So when you align to your soul purpose, then that is when you start to bring in even further expansion of your work. But most people have not even gone, or they have gone to that point, but they don't know the specific archetype. So what they end up doing is they do the other archetypes that are actually linked to their superpower, but it's not, it's usually their life challenges. So for example, I had a client who, her gift was all about truth. And the archetype that she was aligning to was actually an order superpower, which was creative muse manager. And that is usually like OBMs, VAs, people who are really, really good at strategy. And she was trying to do so much order superpower that actually she ended up getting really tired and fatigued because she was aligning to the wrong archetype, okay, which is your soul purpose, right? What she needed to do was align to her specific soul purpose, which was based upon being a visionary, getting to her mystical nature and explaining things through truth, right? Very, very different. And the reason she was doing that was because she was aligning to her life challenges, which were the gifts and outcomes that she gave to other people, and she's really good at that, at strategy. She's doing branding, all of these things, right? So we always think that we have to align to our life challenges, and because we feel we need that contrast to understand our real superpower. So when she learned that she was truth, it shocked the heck out of her, because she was like, that's not my soul purpose. What? I've been doing this my entire life. I've been managing and giving people strategy and helping all of them, and they're getting good results, but I feel terrible inside. And I was like, well, that's why, because it's not the right soul purpose. And then the third step is, right, she needed to go into the right path, okay? So the 3 steps that you're needing is you need your superpower. You need to be able to master your ability to stay in your superpower, which means that you have to know what your life challenges are too, and your blueprints. And then you need to get into your soul purpose, which is activate your higher gifts, your psychic gifts, your bigger abilities of how you help people. And third, it needs to be the right path. So when your superpower and your soul purpose, they meet together, then you can create your specific path. So, for example, like Oprah. She probably went down a path of helping empower people, inspire people right when she was doing TV. And she probably kind of unfolded what her superpower was as she kept bringing her personality to match up with the energy of her soul. But she may not have known it until she actually stopped doing Oprah TV, right? She created the Super Soul TV, right? Which was her original work. Then when she switched her work towards speaking in a way where people are able to bring out their own unique voice into the world, right? Then she started to create, all kinds of like, I forget what she said, like she was creating a school for young children, for young Black African American kids, and also in Africa. And so like she wanted them to learn how to be educated in a way to get out in the world, right? To be inspired to do what they want to do, because usually they came from a poverty setting, like how she did, right? So she actually started aligning in the right way into her superpower, which is based upon helping bring out people's voices, bringing out their stories, right? Which she was doing that on the Oprah show, but it was not fully her own unique work. So then when she switched over to a whole different way of expressing it, right, of bringing people's voices out, inspiring people to do what they need to do, right, to take action, to make better choices in their life, right, then her path opened up towards the other half of what her gift was about, right, which was inspiring and empowering people. So this is how it works. If you completely align to your unique energy of your soul, which is your superpower, you're aware of your life challenges, and you're able to activate and master your ability to stay in your superpower, then you're going to be able to see the bigger path. You're going to see your soul purpose, right? And you're going to see the specific path that your soul is meant to bring out into the world. And your original work can come out. But most of the time, people have been stuck in the wrong superpower. They never ever see their soul purpose and their path. The only way you can see your soul purpose and your path is you have to be in your superpower. This is the hardest part, because you're just awakening and rediscovering. And so when you have your soul alignment blueprints, it gives you a bigger picture of what the energy of your soul is. And you're going to have to take aligned action. It takes time and effort, and it takes a lot of experimenting, right? Because you have to feel in your heart why you do that, and your deeper why. And that is really what your soul purpose and your path is about. So if you want to, write books, or, talk on stages, or travel, or do all of these other things that are meant to be freedom for you, you have to use your specific path. You have to go towards your superpower, your soul purpose, and your path. If you don't take those 3 steps, you're usually banging your head against a wall, because you're going in and out of your superpower usually, or you start using your psychic gifts and using it as your soul purpose, but not at the capacity where you can feel like you have expanded into your higher level of service. We call this, right? And then once you reach that point, you have to redefine everything about what success, money, relationships mean to you, and then you're going to see your path. So what I just told you, this is a process that actually takes time for you to get to each point. It's not like 1, 2, 3, you're done. It's like a continuous action towards your path. And then when you do that, that is when you're going to be able to say, I took a deep breath, and I'm able to just, release everything out into the world, that I am content with myself. And so when I was listening to Oprah, she actually said that in her speech. She's like, I feel like I've done everything I need to do, because she went the fastest route. Yeah, it probably took her 30 years because she wasn't aware of this that I'm telling you right now. But if you are aware from the very beginning, this is why you can be more in your superpower, more in your flow, more in, how do I say it, like more in your ability to be a higher level of service that's based on no ego, that you are just, you know, being who you're meant to be, right? The bigger version of yourself. So I want you to think about that. Where are you at right now? Are you just activating and just awakening to what your superpower is? Are you in your life challenges right now? Are you starting to activate your higher psychic gifts and being more in your soul purpose? Or are you really in your original work, but you haven't really gone down the right path? Because the right path is specific. Our soul is specialized. We think that we need to be generally everything, but our soul specializes in something. And that specific something is the energy of your soul. So I specifically help people by activating their gifts, by telling them what their soul alignment blueprints are, by helping them to know what their superpowers are, like what is it that makes them who they are at soul level. That's a very loved superpower. And I talk about the psychic gifts and about this soul purpose and about this path, right? Because it is my journey to bring that out into the world, right? If you are like a totally different superpower, you should not be following my path. You should be following your specific superpower, soul purpose, and path. That is what you're missing. You're missing these 3 steps. And this 3 steps is something that unfolds. And what I'm saying is it goes from, I don't know who the heck I am, right? I don't know what I want to do in the world. I'm completely lost, confused, then feel very sad that I haven't been able to serve at my highest good. I haven't been able to make money that I know I deserve, right? It comes from first that symptoms. And then when you start to take alignment to your superpowers, then you get into empowerment. You start to rediscover who you are. You start to use who you know you are at soul level. And then you have to like take each step all the way towards helping billions of people. So if you are on the right path, you should be activating and helping millions of people. So if you're not even doing that, the reason is because you haven't even mastered the ability to be in your superpower. So the easiest way is activate your superpower, step into who you're meant to be, which is going to your soul purpose, and then create the unique path where you inspire millions of people. That's the path of complete soul alignment. And like I said, this can take you a year or this can take you 20, 30 years, right? It's a matter of you being able to see this bigger version of yourself and the specific way that you're meant to show up. So I hope that made sense. Let me see if there's comments. Krista said, I finally sat down and figured out my big goal. I realized the fact I never really thought about what I wanted long term has probably been holding me back. Yes, for sure. And since Krista is a power superpower, this is something that she struggles with, is because she doesn't know what she wants. And when she does know what she wants, then she's able to go towards the right direction in rapid speed. Same thing with all the other gifts, but that's very, very specific to a power superpower. If you're a gift like me, where you're more of love, that's a whole nother way of aligning. And this is why you need your soul alignment blueprints. So anybody else have any questions? Hi, Lori, Kimberly, Missy, Lucinda, Dottie. I'm sorry if I missed your names. So think about this. What will get you to complete soul alignment in the fastest way is you first need to master your soul's gift, your superpower, right? So this is why I created my 8-week Mastering Your Soul's Gift program, and it's all about aligning and activating your superpower. And if you want to, get help on knowing how to do this yourself, but also getting the guidance from me, because there's a specific way that you need to align to your path. And so if you can't see what your superpower is first, you're not able to access this other part of yourself that is your soul purpose and your path, right? And so the first challenge you're going to have is how to stay in your superpower. And so this is why I created the sacred space, so that people can go through this process, because actually this requires revamping everything in your life and your business. So if you're not willing to do the work, then this is not maybe the best program for you. But this will teach you all the things you need, which is you need success, spiritual mindset, and self-love in order to step into your original work. And when you step into this, this is when your superpower starts to get activated. You start to bring in more abundance at every level in your life. And I'm talking about like epic results, not like simple, small little things. Over time, when you keep activating your superpower, you get results like how I did when I activated mine last year when I started my business. I had like 60 plus private clients. Private clients, that's insane amount of people. Because I was doing my path. But I didn't know it at the time, because that many people just came to me and I attracted that many people. That kind of results you can have, because when it's aligned to your superpower, you will bring in that abundance and people will be attracted to you and they continuously follow you, right? So anyway, this was way before I even had group programs, which was insane to have that many people. But I had my team to help me to do that. So what I'm saying is you can expand into who you're meant to be in a faster rate and be less frustrated and move forward in epic time if you can first master your ability to stay in your superpower. Another way that you can work with me is you can get just your soul alignment blueprints. Your soul alignment blueprints is the roadmap to success and the ability to make money and abundance utilizing your unique, specific soul alignment blueprints. So this one I have to make for you. I go in your Akashic records and I get the specific information. That's the energy of your soul. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at what your soul is at soul level, and then breaking it down to all the different parts of the energy of your soul, whether it's your business energy, your business marketing archetype, your soul, so the way that your soul likes to organize itself, all of these things. These are all parts of who you are at soul level, right? When you start to align to that, that is when you actually start to bring in abundance. So the soul alignment blueprints you actually get in the 8-week Mastering Your Soul's Gift program. And if you take the VIP, you get an extra big level 1 clearing work with me. So there's different options. It's just a matter of where you want to start. So if you really, really want to know more about how to make this complete path, these 3 steps to soul alignment, this is how you can get help in epic time, is if you can come and work with me. First, get your soul alignment blueprints, clear out the noise and all that stuff that's happening around you, which is usually a shell. And then go towards your unique path, which is you first need to discover who you are at soul level and your superpower. Okay. All right. So I hope that enlightened you. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to PM me. Join my Facebook group, which is the Soul Alignment Leaders for Conscious Living. And also you can take my Discover Your Business Gifts quiz, which would give you an idea about maybe what your superpower is. And your superpower, remember, is a very specific energy. So the quiz just gives you an idea, but usually it's not completely true because it's based upon what you resonate with. So in order for you to know for sure is if I can go into your Akashic records and look at the specific superpower life challenges that yours is. Because usually people think that theirs is their life challenge because they have been aligning to it their whole life. And then when I tell them what their superpower is, they're pretty shocked because they're like, wow, I never thought that would be me, because it's something that I never really even thought that that's what my superpower, lies in. All right. So anyway, if you have any other questions, you can go again to my website, www.LeimomiKeliikuli.com, and keep in touch with me in my Facebook group. Like I said, and take my Divine Business Gifts quiz, because that will give you an idea of how to keep aligning to your soul. All right, well, if you guys have a very beautiful day. Aloha.